Hurry up, I'm a busy woman.
I have finished this batch. We can sell it when we like.
My, it is rare to find anyone worth a damn these days. Nice to see an exception. Well, thank you. Time for a show. Okay, hope y'all like this one. We sure do.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Isaac, which bishop brother hits harder?
Which bishop brother hits harder? That's your question? I get these people. Well, neither one of them can punch like me. I can guarantee you that. But between the two of them, well, I'd say little Andre hits harder. I mean, the jailbird's washed up now. I mean, he was a genuine contender. But the big baby, well, the big baby has always been a pretender.
From the Thomas and Mack Center here in Las Vegas, we present heavyweight action. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you as Andre Bishop looks to stay perfect as he faces Dwight Cooper.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch him up.
Round number one between Bishop and Cooper. Of course, Bishop has all the career momentum with the victories at heavyweight against Castillo and Johnson, and most recently against Reggie Stewart. Cooper catches Bishop clean, and oh no, there's blood over the right eye. Andre Bishop is now in a tough spot.
Well, his cornerman's going to have to take care of it. The cutman's going to have to stop that bleeding, but that has to serve as a warning of things to come. Be aware now. Be better.
Cooper trying to get away from Bishop's attack. And now you can see him zoning in on that cut. Is it just human nature when you've done that to somebody to want to go back to it more and more?
Yeah, it's kind of like the bull seeing that red cape. You know, his eyes open, he snorts a little bit more. He's coming for that.
So, Teddy, here we have a power puncher against a fast and speedy fighter. And if you're the speedy fighter in a matchup against a power puncher, what are you trying to accomplish early on?
Well, you want to stay on the outside where you can use that speed a little bit. And you want to make sure you don't get trapped. Don't let him get you into close places.
There's Cooper putting out that jab. You can see the trouble that Bishop has had with it. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counter-punching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Whoa, bang body.
10 seconds remaining in this round. Bishop now utilizing that jab against Cooper. Dwight Cooper has a real big chance here. He has a very attractive target in the form of that cut over Andre Bishop's right eye. It's starting to bleed badly.
Now we're going to see a part of this fight that we've never seen before. You know, he's been tested in other ways. We know he has a pretty good chin. He's handled certain kinds of adversity, but he's never been cut before. Now we're going to see whether or not he panics. Does he handle this moment?
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Bishop able to land solidly against Cooper. Blocks a shot and then does nicely to work on his own. Bishop's coming up big here early on in the fight because he just showed his opponent, hey, listen, you got to be careful. I can counterpunch you.
No better way to slow down your opponent. You know, we know the other way you slow him down. You hit him right on the chin and you make him say, hey, I don't want to walk in. But when you make him miss and you counter, that slows him down too.
Bishop splits the guard with an uppercut. Solid hook. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Cooper's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand.
Guard your head.
You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Good jab by Cooper. A big hook to the head by Dwight Cooper. And he just holds on there. Give credit to Dwight Cooper. He has gone on the attack against that cut over the eye of Andre Bishop. He's trying to earn himself a TKO victory here. Right hand by Bishop, landing flush against Cooper. Bishop went out there in that last round and just executed his game plan beautifully. He won it with ease.
Yeah, he not only has skill. See, that's what I like about him. We have a lot of guys that have speed, they have power, but he fundamentally puts it together.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop's hand speed is right now the difference. Teddy, you got faster hands, you're halfway home.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, is to be able to do that. But there is a way to negate it, to counter it, and that's to time the punches. Timing can beat speed.
Cooper's left now getting into the mix. Bishop with a good shot to Cooper's body.
He's an inside fighter. He's going to have to keep those elbows a little tighter.
I think Bishop scored really well there. He just damaged his opponent with that power shot upstairs. Bishop scoring with that right hand.
Keep pushing.
You can see Andre Bishop now is employing a lot of defense. He has those hands up high, trying to protect that cut eye.
Yeah!
Bishop snapping that jab.
Uppercut!
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Teddy, I'll tell you what I like out of that round from Andre Bishop. It's a building block. He has a lot to look forward to the rest of this fight now.
Yeah, it's confidence, gives him a little momentum, and it also shows you his amateur background. I mean, he showed you that he can do things inside and outside. Hundreds of amateur fights will teach you that.
That's okay. Pay him back.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. See, this is exactly what Andre Bishop's corner has been telling him. You got to keep those hands up. You have to protect that cut. He cannot allow Cooper to have a target to go after. Now that looks like a middleweight fighting a heavyweight there. Look at the hand speed from Bishop.
And that's exactly the advantage he was going to need coming into this fight to beat the bigger man.
Halfway through round number 4.
Nice work. Nice work.
That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. This is a real concern now for Andre Bishop as Dwight Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye. He could get a TKO victory here if that continues. He nearly lifted him off the ground. What an uppercut by Cooper. Fighting uppercuts back-to-back by Andre Bishop. Bishop's been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. Well, we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to that elusive target.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey, keep your hands up. Move.
Goes up top with a right hand.
Use your feet. 1, 2.
It's one thing for the corner of Andre Bishop to tend to that cut between rounds, but Bishop himself has to protect it, and he's doing a good job of blocking punches that are targeting it from Cooper. Andre Bishop not looking as fresh as when this fight started. I think he's slowing a bit, Teddy.
But the bad news, that's not the worst news. The bad news is if we can see it, his opponent can see it, he can take advantage of it.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Good smooth work by Andre Bishop. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Andre Bishop needs to be so careful right now that the ref doesn't stop that fight, because Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye.
There you go.
Cooper's doing it. Let's see if Bishop can survive this. He just took a big shot.
I think he can survive it. Why? Because he has all that amateur experience.
And banging away he goes. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? This is nothing new to Bishop. He's been down in life and inside the ring, and he's gotten up.
He knows how to behave. He's been in those circumstances outside the ring, and that will serve him right here.
You're okay. Keep your hands up. Keep them up.
Just wasting away some time with that clinch. Andre Bishop's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing, and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, is to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part is letting your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Cooper's combination punching is working well here.
Get inside, get inside.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Cooper.
Shake it off.
Andre Bishop's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. And round 6 comes to an end.
This is what you're doing. The reason why he's landing it is...
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Bishop's hand speed is the difference here. I mean, that's what that combination was all about.
Yeah, purely speed. He just got off faster, sooner.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Scores up top with a left. What impact from that uppercut by Cooper. Halfway through the 7th round. He's committed to that jab, and he doesn't just throw one out there, but brings the second one immediately behind it. That's a solid hook by Cooper. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Andre Bishop. towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go.
Breathe through your lungs. Very good, very good. We got it. You're looking very good. That's it. Just like training, okay? Focus.
Cooper's got a chance to do something very special here. He really puts forth some serious damage to his opponent in the last round. Now, possibly a stoppage, Teddy.
Yeah, if he doesn't get over anxious, you know, if he doesn't rush in there and smother himself, he's going to get the knockout.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good block by Andre Bishop. Bishop's corner looks like they're creeping up those steps. I think they may want this fight to be over soon.
I think they need to be responsible and understand that just like sometimes the tide goes out, and guess what? It's not coming back in until tomorrow. Well, this is enough for today. This fight is over. We're going to have another day when we come back prepared to do it again.
This is brilliant defense we're seeing here every which way. Blocking punches, moving well, parrying punches away.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Now he has to connect the offense a little bit better.
Level up your punches.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. That cut has opened up now over the eye of Andre Bishop. It does not look good. If Dwight Cooper can land another punch or two, he may get a stoppage victory.
How are we going to get to the inside? The double jab, all right? I need to see that double jab. Jab to the body.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. More than one punch downstairs. That can be damaging. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. "90 seconds into the 9th round. Able to block and counter back.
Stay away from those. Come on.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Watch the hook. Keep working the body.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Cooper. Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. And that's the end of round 9. Well, we've seen this before. A fighter with a bad cut and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Andre Bishop.
Work the body. Get close to him.
And he engages in the clinch. Bishop's got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened, and if it gets any worse, blood is streaming down the face of Andre Bishop. That cut is really impairing his vision. The ref is taking a look here. Dwight Cooper could be on the doorstep of a TKO win.
There you go.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Halfway through this 10th and final round.
Back to the body.
Time to bring it home. Final minute of the final round. Oh, good exchange there.
Let's move.
Very accurate with the double jab. And that cut will end the night. This is going to be a technical knockout. The ref saying the fight cannot continue due to that cut. From the Thomas and Mack Center here in Las Vegas, we present heavyweight. Cooper catches Bishop clean. And oh no, there's blood over the right eye. Andre Bishop is now in a tough spot.
Well, his cornerman's going to have to take care of it. The cutman's going to have to stop that bleeding. But that has to serve as a warning of things to come. Be aware now. Be better.
Teddy, you see that cut right there? When you're in a spot like that, do you tell your charge, hey, go after it, worsen that cut?
No, actually I don't, because obviously he did something right to open it up to begin with. Just keep doing those.
Bishop's taking a lot of punishment, maybe too much punishment for an experienced referee like the one we have in there today to just keep on watching.
Yeah, you would expect him to be ready to do his job. Sometimes the job is to keep them fighting, you know, to make sure they break. Sometimes it's to stop the fight. I think it's that time now.
There's Cooper putting out that jab. You can see the trouble that Bishop has had with it. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. When we get matchups like this, guys that just won't quit, they'll be there every step of the way like Gaddy Ward. Sometimes there comes a point where one fighter thinks he's got himself an advantage. He's done something great. But then the other fighter doesn't go away. How does that play out in the minds of each fighter?
Usually it doesn't affect the kind of guys you just mentioned, Gaddy and Ward. They're made how to cement these guys. They're already set in their ways. They know what they have to do. They're not going to get thrown off just because somebody's still there.
The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows.
Move your head.
Bishop able to... Andre Bishop's quickly approaching the point of no return right now, Teddy. You know, it wouldn't be far-fetched to see his corner step up on the apron and stop this fight.
Well, not only far-fetched, I mean, I think it's starting to get to that point where it's their responsibility to be thinking about that.
That's okay, let's go.
Cooper's opponent has to be thinking, I gotta find a way to survive here, Teddy. He was hurt badly in that last round.
He better be thinking that, or guess what? He's not surviving.
Good defensive skill with the block by Andre Bishop. It's one thing for the corner of Andre Bishop to tend to that cut between rounds, but Bishop himself has to protect it, and he's doing a good job of blocking punches that are targeting it from Cooper.
Nice! Nice!
Cooper's cranked by an uppercut. Halfway through round number 2.
Good work!
Not much action as he just ties up. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one.
Keep going!
Now Bishop looking to counter Cooper. Gets that right hand over Cooper's jab. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Doing great.
Bishop with a nice combination. A good old 1-2 landing on Dwight Cooper. This is a real concern now for Andre Bishop as Dwight Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye. He could get a TKO victory here if that continues.
You want this fight?
Keep working the body!
Bishop snapping that jab. Solid straight right hand.
There you go.
And now he's targeting upstairs.
Head movement. Head movement.
Halfway through this round here, Bishop's got that one gift that we have seen win time and time again, and that is pure speed. He's got it every which way.
Yeah, he's putting those punches together. There's one way that you have to combat speed, and that's not trying to match it, and that's controlling distance and using timing. That's what his opponent needs to do now.
See, this is exactly what Andre Bishop's corner has been telling him. You got to keep those hands up. You have to protect that cut. He cannot allow Cooper to have a target to go after. Give credit to Dwight Cooper. He has gone on the attack against that cut over the eye of Andre Bishop. He's trying to earn himself a TKO victory here. Good jab by Cooper. Last 10 seconds. That was a good round for Andre Bishop. He just went out there and controlled everything.
And he did it fundamentally, too. He used the jab. He set up the body attack. He did it like a good, solid fighter.
And a flush hook lands by Cooper.
Back to the body.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Good 1-2 from Bishop. He landed that right hand flush against Cooper. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Well timed by Andre Bishop. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Here's what so many like about Andre Bishop, the ability to block and attack. You can see Andre Bishop now is employing a lot of defense. He has those hands up high, trying to protect that cut eye. Now you can see Bishop taking advantage of the countering opportunities, getting that right hand over Cooper's jab. Laying a trap there for a moment and then scoring that counter punch by Andre Bishop. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
He's tired. He's tired.
Focus.
Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Andre Bishop needs to be so careful right now that the ref doesn't stop that fight, because Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye. And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Bishop's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Bishop now utilizing that jab against Cooper.
Uppercuts on the inside.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
You're not focusing.
Move!
And oh, what a good, strong uppercut by Dwight Cooper. Cooper's corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe, and there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
Come on!
Teddy, I'll tell you what I like out of that round from Andre Bishop. It's a building block. He has a lot to look forward to the rest of this fight now.
Yeah, it's confidence, gives him a little momentum, and it also shows you his amateur background. I mean, he showed you that he can do things inside and outside. Hundreds of amateur fights will teach you that.
You can actually see how heavy Bishop is breathing right now. He's desperate to get some air into those lungs.
He better close that mouth before he's desperate to get his jaw wired.
Oh, that's good
Great
stuff.
combo.
Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Andre Bishop.
Side to side. That's it.
Now he ties up there.
Jump on. Nice.
Halfway through round 6.
Work the body, kid. Body shot.
Cooper's not coming up with the results that you would want to see out of him. Now he's trying to counterpunch, Teddy, but it doesn't seem to be the answer.
No, he kind of looks a little bit like that guy who went in to get his hair dyed, you know, and he thought it was going to be just a little bit lighter, and it wound up being a lot lighter. And he said, wow, what the heck did I do? I didn't think I was going to look like this. I didn't think that I was going to box like this.
Solid left hand to the head.
1-2, 1-2.
Uppercut. Uppercut.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. And that's the end of round 6.
He tried to throw.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body.
Keep moving.
Pace yourself.
Beat him to the punch.
Cooper's
head
left,
moving.
working well that time. Bishop's a brawler, right, Teddy?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the style that you think's going to carry him through? Because it's working out so far.
Yeah, if he can keep it going this way, you know, he's going to be happy. He wants to keep his opponent in this kind of mindset. Right now, he's got his opponent angry. I know that sounds funny, but he wants to keep him angry because he's not thinking. He's fighting his fight.
At the halfway point of round 7. To the head he goes with a left hand.
Side to side. Move your head.
Good work defensively by Andre Bishop. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Forward. Forward.
10 seconds to go in the 7th.
All night long.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score.
Let's see some more head movement.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop. Bishop's timing with his head movement has been ideal. We have not seen his opponent being able to land anything clean up top tonight.
No, because his opponent is not making the proper adjustments. You know, when the head is moving, the body's still there. You can't catch the head. Go downstairs to the body. You paralyze that head. You start to take that movement away. Before you know it, the guy's not quite as elusive.
Cover up, cover up!
Fires off the hook. Look at that. A sound combination by Andre Bishop. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Well, if Bishop can string together a few rounds like that, this is going to be a very easy fight for him.
Well, he looks like a confident fighter. All that amateur background is really showing.
They both decide to bring it.
Jump on him. Nice!
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Bishop's defense is playing a prominent role in this fight, Teddy.
Yes, it is. And specifically what it is he has good fundamentals. He keeps those hands up real good. You know, they're attached. They're up around his chin. His elbows in. You know, he has a real shell there that's not easy to penetrate.
In and out, in and out. Hey, keep your hands up.
Halfway through the 9th round.
Looking good.
Back and forth exchange.
You got this one. Head and body, head and body.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Andre Bishop. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Nice work, the left hand to the head. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
Let's see some defense. You're doing great. Keep moving, keep moving.
Cooper's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Right back downstairs.
That's it, just like that.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Bishop's making for a very, very difficult night for his opponent. His opponent knew this was coming. He knew he was going to fight on the outside, but the jab is really doing damage.
Well, his opponent knew this was coming. Why is he not blocking that jab or moving his head and getting away from it?
Seemingly in control, and now maybe out of control after getting hit there.
But what you just said, Joe, that is really what's the enemy of his right now is nothing was coming at him. He was winning too easily. And for a minute, he let up and bang.
Cooper's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid. Bishop's taking more and more punishment as this round continues. This fight could be over soon.
And you just know the referee's taking a real close look at it right now. If it doesn't turn around this round, I think this will be the last.
Bishop.
DL has agreed to a fight between you and Kobe Nichols. If we beat Nichols, we'll be in the top 10.
What are the conditions?
He says there aren't any.
There's always conditions with DL.
I'm sure we'll find out what they are. But we really need this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen. Well, good evening and welcome to Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. A 10-round heavyweight fight between a top 10 fighter in the world and a comebacking former middleweight prospect as Kobe Nichols takes on Andre Bishop. Teddy, who would have thought Andre Bishop would have an opportunity like this?
Well, you know they say, Joe, good things come to those who wait. Good things come to those who overcome. He has overcome, he has waited, and he has his moment.
What's the concern defensively when you're a speedy fighter, a fast fighter against a power puncher?
Usually, Joe, you don't want to get caught stepping out because when you're a fast guy, you want to get off and you want to get the heck away from the guy that's powerful. Don't get caught backing out.
The old 1-2 scores for him.
Keep your punches high. Keep it clean now. Keep it clean, guys.
And he's holding.
Keep moving around the ring.
Fine-looking right hand by Andre Bishop. The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows.